At Band Explosion 91, a Slowdive, and Neil Halstead is here. Nice to see you, Neil.
Hello.
Thank you for coming backstage, spending a few moments with us. We played one of your selections there, and it's very difficult, I know, to ask somebody to come up with a couple of influences, but why Mary Chain Just Like Honey?
Well, it's off Psycho Candy, and it's probably one of the more influential albums around of that era. I mean, I just think it's a really brilliant song, and like the Mary Chain are probably, you know, my favourite band. They were sort of the band that actually made me and made other people in Slowdive, you know, want to be in a band, because it's just one of those things. You kind of see a band and you want to get up there and do it, sort of thing.
It's great. I mean, it's one of those fabulous things about music, that somebody else doing something can make you want to do that, and that's something that's a real compliment to the Mary Chain. They certainly were a band of their time. Do you think there's still room for the Mary Chain?
Yeah, definitely. I don't really think that Psycho Candy's been surpassed as, you know, as sort of an album, of its sort of, you know, a noise album. It hasn't really been surpassed at all. I still think they're just as valid now as ever, you know, more so.
You toured in your sort of Slowdive's fairly short career with lots of bands like Telescopes, I know you went out with, and Swerve Driver, and their bands, guitars, you know, like the Mary Chain, where guitars are very much to the forefront. And I'm wondering if touring with those kinds of bands really did help Slowdive.
I mean, you know, it's good fun. Yeah, it helps you. All kind of touring experience helps you.
But it's not like you were out with the band, you know, just doing any sort of gratuitous support. You were touring with bands where the audience were quite likely to get into you. Yeah,
I mean, that helps. I mean, the audiences, you know, liked the band that we were supporting, they liked us, and, you know, it helped us in that respect, yeah, definitely.
I've loved the singles that you've had out, the EPs so far. The album is just out, and is that a collection of all of the best of your songs that you've written so far, or are there many more?
No, I mean, the album is just the latest batch of songs. There's one song on there that's been released before, Catch the Breeze.
Yeah.
But I mean, we wrote the album sort of at the time. We just went in the studio and wrote it, and we put it out. I don't really believe in putting out kind of greatest kind of songs, albums, you know. I think that's kind of ripping off fans.
It's nice to hear you say that, because a lot of people, of course, have an album with 3 hits on it, and the rest of the tracks are awful, you know, and so...
Yeah, I mean, there's an argument for doing it, because, you know, you're remembered by your albums in most cases, and therefore, you know, you want to put all your best songs on. But I think, you know, everything on there is strong enough, and, you know, we wouldn't have put it out like it was if we weren't happy with it.
What are you doing on this Marquee gig tonight for us then at Band Explosion? Are you doing a regular Slowdive gig, or are you doing a short set, or what?
It's shortened by about 15 minutes.
Right.
So, you know, we'll play our best sort of 5 or 6 songs.
Excellent. Good. You've chosen a Cure song as another sort of influential act.
Yeah.
Which song and why?
It's Plain Song, and it's off Disintegration. You know, it's just one of my favourite albums of the past sort of 2 years. I think it came out a couple of years ago.
I mean, The
Cure have always been like one of my favourite bands, and I think that they're kind of an influential band in a really subversive way, because no one really sounds like The Cure, but so many people have been through The Cure, and, you know, they've liked everything they've done. And, you know, I really respect them as well, because they've done so well, but yet they've done it all on their own terms. You know, it's like they've got what they have without compromising at all. And
not one even iota of compromise. And Robert Smith, throughout all this huge success, is very much the same guy as he was before he went in it, and I think that is the measure of success, really, isn't it?
I suppose so, yeah. I've never met him, but I'll take your word for it, yeah.
Excellent. We'll play the song, and good luck with the gig in just a few moments' time. Neil, thank you.
Thanks a lot.